Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Industries and communities, livelihoods, and neighborhoods. Americans needed vehicles worthy of who they are and what they can do. So, we built them a truck.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
It's tough to buy a vehicle nowadays, isn't it? They're so hard to find. At Harry K. Ford of Winter, we will never buy a 2020-21 vehicle and then turn around and ask you, our valued customers, to pay more than what the vehicle cost brand new. Those other guys, they don't do that. Research your options, get a Carfax, and remember, we sell new vehicles way below MSRP because that's just the way we do business. Harry K. Ford of Winter. Family, friends, and Fords, always in that order.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-7401 to get started.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Harry K. Ford, your go-to dealer for transparency and the lowest prices. From sales to service, we pride ourselves on transparency and low prices. It's who we are every day. Family, friends, and Fords, in that order.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@leerealestatepier.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Your Governor boys soccer. Last time on this home field, given quite a test by the Watertown Arrows. They had to settle for a 3-all draw. A late goal by Ryland Derry saved the Governors a point. But in their last action a week ago today in Mitchell, it was, guess who? Cole Peterson. If you follow Governors soccer, you know he's one of the state's best scorers. He had his third hat trick of the season a week ago today at Joe Quintal Field as the Governors were 4-1 winners to improve to 4-2-1. And today they take on a team that's desperate for a win. It's been nearly a month since the Harrisburg Tigers won a boys soccer match. Harrisburg Tigers, Pierre Governors. We're at the PILC Soccer Complex on this very hazy early Thursday evening. Hi, everyone. I'm David Burrell. Caleb Brozick is bringing you the pictures and trying to do a fantasy football draft at the same time. That takes some talent. Glad to have you with us as the Governors look for win number 5. They're in green, Harrisburg in white. Their starters, the man in blue, is 16, Josiah Hutton, the sophomore keeper for the Tigers. Ryan Barron, the sophomore, number 9 in the back, along with Aiden Ashe, number 13. He is a sophomore as well. Emery Johnson, wearing 2, a sophomore. Max Bates, number 3, a junior in the midfield. Alex Hofer, number 5, is a sophomore. Cajun Surratt up front, number 7. Taylor Hofer, number 10. Alexander Jensen, a sophomore, wearing 14. Josiah Hutton, the goalkeeper we mentioned. Steph Stenga, number 19. And Teague Bruns, number 20. Those are the starting 11 for the Harrisburg Tigers, who are in possession. They're 1-3-3. Their only win was in their first match of the season, a home win over Mitchell, 3-0, back on the 13th of August in Harrisburg. They have had 3 draws and 3 losses since then. Pierre starters are the usual ones. Carson A. Hart's in gray and goal. And what a match he had in the last home match, that draw with Watertown, as Harrisburg has an early corner here, and A. Hart's has to handle it right away. But Carson made 10 saves, including several very tough ones in that draw with Watertown, and then picked up the win last Tuesday in Mitchell. The back 4, Caden Thompson, the junior, wearing 4. Devin Flottmeyer, the junior, 10. Jeremy Kaniga, senior, number 17. Cordell Schlickenmeyer, 17. He is a junior as it comes right over our way for a Harrisburg throw-in. I'm sorry, I handled it. Caden Morris, the freshman midfielder, number 2. Caden Thompson, the junior, number 4. Nathan Ershman, number 5. In green for Pierre. Casey Browers, number 8. Devin Flottmeyer, number 10. And, of course, the men up front, the strikers, the 2 that have been involved in most of the Governor goals this season, the junior, number 9, Ryland Derry, and the senior, number 11, Cole Peterson, one of the best goal scorers in the state, with 13 and with 3 hat tricks already, including one in that match at Joe Quintal Field against Mitchell last Thursday. A 4-1 Pierre win, and Cole is 7 of 8 kicking extra points. He plays football too, of course. A. Hartz has to kick it here as Browers starts it out again, but not bad start here for Harrisburg. They've already had a corner, and here they'll have a throw-in. Pierce 6-0 to start the season back on the 13th of August in Box Elder against Douglas Rapid City Christian New Underwood. Then the next day, the 5-3 loss at Spearfish. Win here over Sioux Falls Roosevelt on the 19th of August, 4-2. 7-2 over Sturgis on the 26th of August at Woodall Field. And then the 7-0 loss at Aberdeen Central on August 28th before the home draw here on the 31st with Watertown, and the win in Mitchell last Thursday, 4-1. That's how the Governors are 4-2-1 for the season as Harrisburg tries to rush again, but Taylor Hofer won't be able to catch up with that. 3-0 over Mitchell in their openers we mentioned on August 13th, and they went to Yankton 4 days later and lost 1-0. August 24th, a draw at Brandon Valley at 1. Lost 4-1 to that good T area team on August 28th. August 31st in Sioux Falls, a draw with Washington at 1. Then a loss at home to Watertown on September 2nd, 3-0. And their last action was last Saturday, a 1-all draw with O'Gorman. So 6 consecutive non-wins for Harrisburg after winning their first one. Governors are 8th in the seed points standings. Harrisburg number 11. Early on, not terribly early, but still fairly early in this season. Still a month of play to go. Cajun Surratt off his shoulder against Brewers, but nice play there by Casey to move in front of it. Petter-Tomta. Oh, good aggressive play here, and right in is Taylor Hofer. But Aharts stays with him. Good steal there by Taylor Hofer, and aggressively Harrisburg came ahead trying to open their account early on. Miguel Manriquez in his first season as the Governor head coach. This team likes to play when they can. Free-flowing football with those two fine strikers, Derry and Peterson. And this is Ryland Derry, number 9, but Bruns in his way, 20 in white. Hofer, who had the good chance a moment ago. Interesting story about the Harrisburg head coach that we'll tell when there's a chance. Aiden Ashe for the Tigers. The cross trying to reach Surratt. Casey Brewers forces a throw. First few minutes of this one here at the PILC Soccer Complex. Harrisburg's girls were winners earlier over Pierre 2-0 as Harrisburg beats Pierre for the second year in a row. First time that the Tiger girls have ever won here. Just their third win in 8 tries over Pierre. But boy, they really controlled the match today. Those Harrisburg girls were very impressive, especially defensively. Good run by Cole Peterson down the right side. Trying to go one-on-one and trying to find Derry, but the angle not there. But Ashe is only able to clear it across the goal line. And Pierre will have a corner out of this, their first of the match. Harrisburg had one a few minutes ago. As Pierre looks for win number 5. That ball scooted over near that concession stand, so they had to retrieve it. Wind blowing in Harrisburg's favor. But again, really, really hazy today. Peterson trying, and a good stop by Hutton as that one was targeted for the upper third and the post. And Pierre will have another corner out of it as Cole Peterson, as he always is, doubly dangerous. But great reaction by Josiah Hutton in the net. In swing. Peterson near it, so's Derry. Harrisburg will control to the midfield, but that one's too far for Alex Hofer. Pierre can attack Cordell Schlickenmeyer from the back 4 for Devin Flottmeyer. And Tomta. And Harrisburg's Max Bates. Well, both teams aggressively attacking so far early on, but Peterson with the best chance a moment ago. Great save by Josiah Hutton to keep the game without a goal. Derry. You can hear the Harrisburg players saying, number 9, number 9. That's, of course, Ryland Derry. They know what a playmaker he is. And here he is indeed. But all over him is Emery Johnson. Well done by the sophomore, and it ends up in a push and a Harrisburg free kick. Brandon Valley is next for the Governors on Saturday in Brandon. Then next Thursday, a week from today, in Brookings. Into the front, but no problem there for Carson Aharts. Except the clear didn't work, and Emery Johnson is with it instead. Taylor Hofer had a good chance a moment ago. 10 in white. On the flank, Surratt. And for a throw, but Harrisburg will have a decent opportunity here in the attacking third. No Pierre throw in. Caden Thompson trying to start it. Big Teague Bruns. Hard to miss him. Wearing 20 in white. Hofer. Good move there and a good header to bring it out. Derry couldn't control, and it's Harrisburg again with Ashe. That cross, good idea, too much of an angle. Caden Thompson starts for Pierre, 4 in green. Peterson's ahead of him. It reaches Peterson. Good run. Now help on the left flank from Casey Browers. For Derry. But good deflection there by Aiden Ashe to give it back to Harrisburg. So far, Harrisburg, having given up one very good chance, has held Pierre in check. 8 in green is Browers. 10 in green is Flotmeyer. And too far there for Browers. And coming in is Ben Stratman, the senior, who had his warm-up jersey still on, as he replaces Cajun Surratt. Stratman was hopping around. He was ready to go in from the moment his name was called. Johnson. Peterson trying to steal it. Max Bates. Pierre making some steals. Pass is not quite working. They've had the best chance. Cole Peterson nearly had number 14 a few minutes ago, were it not for a fine save from Josiah Hutton on a shot that was targeted for the crossbar. For the top of the goal, but Hutton made a terrific diving play to keep this match without a goal so far as we move along through the first 10 minutes. Bates. Instead, it's Derry. Looking for help from the back, and it's Flotmeyer, but too far ahead. But 9 Derry, 11 Peterson. If you've watched Pierre, you know they are going to try to attack when they can, and you'll see teams try when they can to put that offside trap on, too. They know that Derry and Peterson are going to look for steals, look for loose balls, and charge ahead immediately. But here is Alex Hofer trying to start something for the Harrisburg Tigers. Crossed in front, but only for Caden Thompson. And it's, guess who? Darian Peterson. Led too far. Once Derry. There he is, and Bruns had to push him down. To prevent Derry, a bemused Ryland Derry, from having a good rush. And Bruns, although he was the one that did the pushing, taking the worst of that, you can see him, at least you could, hobbling off, and they'll have to tend to Bruns as he comes to the bench. And senior Anthony Blamo, wearing 22 in white, comes in for Bruns, who did all he could to try to stop Ryland Derry and certainly took the worst of it. No foul, it's just a throw-in. But it's to Alex Hofer. Brewers trying to stop him. Good lead, just a bit too far for Stratman. And again, Harrisburg doesn't mind being physical. If they can get away with a shove or two. Flottmeyer, Peterson trying to control the header. Did, and sent it just wide. Boy, that is what Cole Peterson can do. You look at a play like that down the left flank and you think, oh, geez, not giving himself a chance. And then he catches up to the ball. He gave himself a wonderful opportunity. Elias Skilk, the junior, comes in for Pierre, 7 in green. Casey Brewers steps out in that midfield spot. No goals yet in this one here at the PILC Athletic Complex, and Alex Hofer is upended, and that'll give Harrisburg an opportunity here with a free kick. Off the Pierre foul. Still early on, no goals yet. Pierre had the best chance from Peterson. Who will take this? Looks like it'll be Max Bates. First, Pierre will make a substitution. Spencer Taylor, the senior, comes in to replace Devin Flottmeyer. Taylor wearing 22 in green. Bates toward goal. Ehart. No problem with that one. Gilk bothered. Harrisburg trying to attack again, going for Alex Hofer. Spencer Taylor trying to catch up to him in the corner. The cross headed out. Derry starts again. Once Peterson, he's onside. Here he goes. And just wide. Two good chances by Peterson on the 3 Pierre shots. 16th minute here at the PILC Soccer Complex. 3 shots for Pierre, 2 of them by Peterson, 1 for Harrisburg. Over wants to find Ben Stratman, and he does catch up to it, but only for a moment, thanks to the good play by Cordell Schlickenmeyer. And Hofer hoping to not do that. He had the idea of the cross, instead a goal kick, and he comes out in favor of Cajun Surratt, who's back into the match, one of the starters for Harrisburg. Pierre with a 7-0 win in Harrisburg a year ago. But it's all even in the 7 matches between these schools, all tied. Each has won 3, and there's been 1 draw. Look out, here comes Peterson again. Beats a man, but Houghton is there. And again, it is hard, very hard, to keep up with Cole Peterson. You see the speed he has, along with the great foot. Derry. Well done there by Emery Johnson to frustrate Ryland. Caden Morris, 2 in green for Caden Thompson. Looking for Peterson. They're all over him, of course. But it's still going to end up with the foul, with Peterson taking a free kick, but it's way too far. But Pierre is pushing and pushing and pushing here. They know against a team that struggled, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Casey Brower is back in for Elias Gilk for Pierre. Goal to straw. Amber Brighton just to our left, the new boys head coach in Harrisburg. Being around boys in soccer, absolutely nothing new for Amber Brighton, who's been a good club soccer coach in the Metro for quite a while, and she has the chance to lead this Harrisburg team. Derry for Browers, but not able to control it on the header. He tries to catch back up with Ashe, but he keeps it away. So I can finish the story about Amber Brighton. She grew up around the Belfouche and Sturgis area. And this was the days, of course, before high school soccer was sanctioned in South Dakota, and it was just club soccer. But back in those days, there weren't any girls' club teams. So Amber Brighton played on the boys' team. So coaching the boys is no problem for her. Look out in, and Hutton is able to keep it away past the hard charging Caden Thompson. What a rush for him. Thompson with a superb chance. But again, Josiah Hutton, who has really saved the day on a couple of occasions so far for Harrisburg, keeps the game goalless. Good aggressive run, though, by Caden Thompson. Substitutions are made, and Harrisburg restarts. This is Max Bates, 3 in white. In the first 20 minutes, continuing here at the PILC Soccer Complex. 3 more home matches for each of the varsity teams. We'll have them all for you here at GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Here is Cole Peterson. Every time I try to start a story, Peterson makes a run. That's just the way he goes. Deflected by Harrisburg for a Pierre throw. 21st of September is the day for the next home matches against Yankton. To Brandon Valley on Saturday before that, and to Brookings next Thursday for the Pierre teams. Kaniga for Peterson. And sent in long. And again, able to handle it for his third save is Josiah Hutton. He's made 3 saves on 6 Pierre shots. The shot advantage for Pierre is 6-1 so far. But no one has opened the account on the scoring yet. Miguel Manriquez in his first year as the Governors head coach. Aaron Fable and Andrew Brown assist Miguel, the native of El Paso, but played collegiately at Mount Marty and then Minot State, where he graduated. William Schlutter, an 8th grader, wearing 15 in white, comes in for Harrisburg. Ben Stratman to the bench for head coach Amber Brighton. Throw in quickly back to midfield. Derry keeps it alive for Peterson, who wants to find Derry again, and he eventually does control. And wanted Stephen Blanchette, who's into the match, but too far for him. And into the medical tent. They're targeting us over here, it seems. Devin Flottmeyer will throw it in. And they'll start from the back floor with Schlickenmeyer. Pierre with a lot of the possession, making the passes work, and they've had good chances, but Haven't put one on the board yet. Not for the lack of Peterson trying. He's had 2 wonderful chances already. And Pierre will have a throw in to try to start something again. After a substitution, Jacoby LaRoche, the 7th grader. LaRoche comes in. Whom will Jacoby replace? It'll be Nathan Hirschman, the junior. So LaRoche for Hirschman. Six shots for Pierre, 1 for Harrisburg. 3 saves already for Josiah Hutton, the Harrisburg keeper. Time there by Flottmeyer to keep it ahead, and Emery Johnson was upended. That'll mean a Harrisburg free kick after the foul. They restart quickly, and near Ahart's, but the whole thing's offside. So Harrisburg has the flag raised on them for the first time. Pierre trying to measure the attack. Been very quick to the ball so far. Blanchette. Flottmeyer trying to send it ahead to Peterson. There are 3 players, as you can see around Cole, still able to head it and still nearly controlled it. And now does, and way off his line, Josiah Hutton had to boot it out of play. It'll be just a throw-in for Pierre, but again, Cole Peterson making his way through 3 Harrisburg players marking him. And Josiah Hutton did the right thing. He knew Peterson might have scooted in off that left flank if he hadn't booted it out. Knigge. Flottmeyer, Pierre with a lot more of the possession. Good job to get in the way of Peterson there, and Surratt starts back out. Schlatter stopped, and LaRoche comes back for the Govs. Again, looking for Peterson, but he was down the left flank, and the pass was in the middle. And here comes LaRoche again to bother Ashe a little bit, and he sees it at the last moment. Derry trying to stop Taylor Hofer. Good job by Taylor to stay with it, but too good. He's called for the push. And Amber Bryden saying, what did happen there? I didn't see what happened. And the referee had to say it was on the far side where you didn't see it. I got it. And Devin Flottmeyer will start the free kick, and Amber Bryden is still trying to plead her case, but she won't win it. But sticking up for her players. Any player would appreciate that. Barron trying to clear it ahead, instead off the side of his foot, leading to the third Pierre corner. And Ryland Derry will start it. And near the right post, you know who, Cole Peterson. Played low and sent wide. Did it go off a Tiger? It did not. 28th minute, the PILC Soccer Complex. David Pearl, glad to have you with us at GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Pierce had the better of the play, had more shots, 6-1 for Harrisburg, but as you see, no goals yet. 2 outstanding chances for Cole Peterson. Josiah Hutton in the net for Harrisburg has made 2 fine saves and makes one here on a long shot by Derry. So that's his 4th save on the 7 Pierce shots. Hofer just led Cajun Surratt a little too far. Girls action earlier, Harrisburg 2, Pierre 0, and they certainly were the better team. Regina Stoser, Maddo, and Scott, the goal scorers for Harrisburg, who defensively just frustrated Pierre at just about every turn in that match. As the Governors lose for only the 2nd time in 8 matches. But Harrisburg really deserved it today. They played very, very well in beating the Governors in girls soccer for the 2nd straight year. Carnegie gained it back, then sent it out. Taylor Hofer with the chance to come back in and does for Harrisburg. Alexander Jensen, 14, comes out. Still in the first half of this first half. 2 40-minute halves, of course, in high school soccer. Header, and it came back to A. Hearts. And right back on a play that was too far that Hutton handled, but look at Jacoby LaRush again, who has been a little bit bothersome, the 7th grader, showing what he can do. And he's bothered him a couple of times. Senior Matthias Prebel was into the Governor lineup wearing 47 in green as Petter Tomte will have a rest. Flotmeyer knocked it down, but Cajun Surratt gained it. Alex Hofer may have another try at a cross. No, he can't control it. But Surratt does for Taylor Hofer, who had a shot earlier. Good move with the left foot, but then here come 3 Pierre defenders. Ooh, and each side has a player that takes a spill, and a frustrated Taylor Hofer took a player down and said, "Didn't you see it happen to me first?" But no card issued. Just a goal kick out of that. We've seen physical play so far. Peterson keeps up with that ball. How does he do it that way sometimes? For LaRush! Jacoby LaRush, who has bothered Harrisburg on a couple of other occasions, now has put one in the back butt. Offside. Just barely, not by much. But I tell you, 7 in green is being a little bit of a pest to the visitors. He thought he had one there, but it is offside. But you know that Miguel Manriquez, and hey, there's a reason he's in there. He has shown this. And now he's showing it in game action that he's just going to be like a fly, buzzing around and bothering people. Cajun Surratt out, Ben Stratman back in for Harrisburg. So still no score. The Governors thought they had one, but Jacoby LaRush was just offside. Hofer upended, and Harrisburg can maybe be able to hear their coaches saying, why isn't something called with the ball nowhere around? But that call will not be made, and now the official's going to stop things here a little bit and issue a card. Yep. So a card, a yellow, is given to one of the Harrisburg assistant, and he will not stop. And you may have heard the referee say, I really don't want to give you a red card. Meaning, you keep this up and I'm going to have to do it. And to the assistant's credit, he said, all right, I can't make my case anymore. It's something like that. You might have figured with the physical play there's been in this match on both sides. And Harrisburg thinking it is going way too much in Pierre's favor, and play on they say. Now the foul will bring it back, and Harrisburg will have the free kick. And now, the spikes are going a little high. Now it's a matter of control. It's kind of like football when it gets American football, when it gets a little physical. Try to control things a little bit. Peterson, who hadn't touched it in a while, did briefly, but instead it's Max Bates for Harrisburg. Barron, but Carson Ahart saw that all the way and handled it. Trying for a through ball, but Ahart's right there, and still no goals yet in this match. Harrisburg trying for the physical play to keep Pierre from attacking like they wanted to there with Derry. Strains bounced and looked like it was going to go out of play, but didn't. Preble. But no one around for Pierre. Harrisburg will throw. We enter the 36th minute here at the PILC Soccer Complex, so just under 5 minutes remaining in this first half, which is so far goalless. Pierre's had the run of play for the most part. Trying to make a nice run there is Hofer, and are they going to call Jeremy Carnegie for a late tackle? He will, and Harrisburg with a pretty good opportunity here off a free kick. And the Governors have not been able to capitalize on chances just yet, and Harrisburg has an opportunity here in the latter stages of this first half. Too high for everyone. Well, Jacoby LaRoche about 6 minutes ago thought he had one, but he was just offside. Peterson had one wonderful chance early on, but stopped on a sterling save by Harrisburg's Josiah Hutton. Peterson looking for the return. And again stays with it and breaks away from defenders again. Blanchette is on the left flank. Peterson just trying to move his way in front of Hofer, and he did. And Taylor just, in some frustration, knocked him down, and Taylor Hofer has a yellow card. He'll have to come out. So the second yellow card given to Harrisburg. There's been one on the bench, and now one to Taylor Hofer, so he must come out. That's the rule when a yellow card is given to a player on the pitch. He has to come out for a time, and Alexander Jensen is in form, and Ryland Derry will try to start it for Pierre here with a free kick. And there's nicely done again by Josiah Hutton, knowing that Peterson was on the right flank. The counter started by Max Bates for Harrisburg. Trying to outbattle Blanchette. Jensen wanted Stratman, but near the corner, and Pierre trying to let this go. Did they in time? Yes, it is. It's a goal kick. And Taylor Hofer does come back in for Jensen. Again, the rule is when a player is given a yellow card, he must come out and can't come back in until the next opportunity for a substitution. In the last 3 minutes of this first half of the PILC soccer complex. Here with more chances, but no goals yet. Cole Peterson wants to change that, but nicely done by a retreating Seth Stenga to knock it away from him. The senior wearing 19 in white. Dribble. That'll be for Flottmeyer. The big lopes of Stratman trying to bother him. Good interception by Ryan Barrand. Asha back for Barrand. Trying to find Stratman, but booted out by Schlickenmeyer instead. So before the Harrisburg throw in, it'll be Alexander Jensen right back in, and Stratman will come out. Now during the last couple of minutes, first half at the PILC soccer complex. Pierre trying for a second straight win, but still locked in a goalless draw with Harrisburg. The throw is near the net. Schlickenmeyer with a head, and the rebound is right to Carson Aharts on just the second shot for Harrisburg, but Aharts has had to save them both. The rush. Flottmeyer too far for Peterson. But Derry boots it right back ahead. It's, again, it's not exactly a trade secret. The Governors know those are the two guys, and they'll try to bring it to them every time. But Harrisburg, even though it says 0-0 on the scoreboard, has held Pierre off for 40 minutes after the Governors had some good chances. So Harrisburg must be positive into the halftime break. 40 minutes gone and 40 to go at the PILC soccer complex. In boys soccer, Pierre Governors looking for win number 2 in a row, but engaged so far in a goalless draw with the Harrisburg Tigers. Let's take a 3-minute break, then we'll come back. You're watching Pierre Governors Soccer, GoGowsLive.com, and the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app, and DRGnews.com.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
The sun is up and you are ready to put in a good day's work. Then this happens. Easy now. You're in luck because this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering an 8% discount on all battery chargers. Nothing gets done with your equipment just sitting around. 8% discount on all battery chargers this week at Grossenberg Implement, with 8 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Sundance, Wyoming. Or check the Grossenberg customer calendar for details.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Pinoles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
We have good chances in this first half for the Pierre Governors, but they have not been able to break the ice yet. Harrisburg Tigers and the Pierre Governors still in a goalless draw, and really the difference, at least so far from Harrisburg's point of view, is their keeper, the sophomore Josiah Hutton, who has made 4 saves on 7 Pierre shots, one just tremendous save on Cole Peterson, who looked to have one in the top third of the net, but Hutton had to dive to make an arm save. Ended in a corner, but nothing came from it from Pierre. That's been the best chance for the Governors in this first half. I'm David Burrell. Thank you for joining us. The shots favor Pierre by a margin of 7-2. 4 saves for Harrisburg keeper Josiah Hutton, and on both Harrisburg shots, Pierre keeper Carson Aharts has had to make saves. Harrisburg had 1 corner kick in the first half very early on. Pierre has had 3. Each team called for offside once. There have been 2 yellow cards handed out to Harrisburg. One on the Harrisburg bench, and the other on midfielder Taylor Hofer, the senior. So that's how it stands at the half. Goalless between Pierre and Harrisburg. And Jacoby LaRoche also thought he had one and put it in the back of the net, but was ruled just barely to be offside. Well, looking at what's happening in AA boys soccer, they are the newest program in Sioux Falls, the 4th of the public high schools, but it's the Jefferson Cavaliers on top. It's 6-0 and on top of the seed points. 47 points their average. Aberdeen Central is number 2. Then Spearfish starting well, they're 3rd. Sioux Falls Washington is 4th. Rapid City Stevens, who's 5-2, is at number 5. Then Yankton is 6th. Sioux Falls Lincoln at number 7. Pierre at number 8 in the seed point standings. And then it's Huron 9. Then Brandon Valley. This Harrisburg team is number 11. O'Gorman, Rapid City Central, and Watertown all share 12th in the seed point standings, with Sioux Falls Roosevelt 15 and Brookings at number 16. And there would be the line. The bottom 3, 17 through 19, Douglas, Rapid City Christian, New Underwood at number 17. Sturgis is 18th, and Mitchell at number 19. It has been a major struggle for the Colonels. They did have their first goal of the season in that loss to Pierre last Thursday, but still are winless in 6 matches. 40 minutes left in this one. In case you missed it earlier, the Harrisburg Tiger girls, most impressive, and playing outstanding lockdown defensive soccer, and had goals in the 28th minute from Regina Stoser and in the 74th minute from Madeline Scott. And for the first time Harrisburg has beaten Pierre in back-to-back years. It was 2-0 today, and it was the Tigers girls' first win ever in Pierre. They improved to 5-1-2. Second loss for the Governors. They are now at 6-2. Shutout for the second time this season. Pierre, both varsity teams, in fact, go to Brandon on Saturday to meet Brandon Valley, and then go to Brookings for the last road matches of the regular season a week from today. Next home action, Tuesday, September 21st, with Yankton here, with the girls first at 4 and then the boys at 6. Those matches at GoGovs Live and at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Then Sioux Falls Jefferson on Saturday, September 25th. Looking forward to seeing those Jefferson boys, especially. Girls at 1, boys at 3. And then the regular season finales with Huron on Tuesday, September 28th, right here, with the boys starting things off at 4 and the girls at 6. But for this boys match, well, Harrisburg's done the job so far in holding the Governors back. Pierre has had chances, but hasn't put one in that counted in the back of the net yet. Jacoby LaRush did, but he was offside, and it is still Pierre nothing, Harrisburg nothing at the half. Come back with us in 2 minutes, and we'll bring you the second half of action here at the PILC Soccer Complex on GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dozy specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dozy's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities. At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
Second half of the PILC Soccer Complex. Pierre in green now attacks from our left to our right or south to north. Still in a goalless draw. They've had more of the chances, but Harrisburg's keeper, Josiah Hutton, with 4 saves. And the referee is saying to some people that are behind the goal line, you really can't be there. We need to have you guys all move, please. Thank you. But that will be done before this second half gets underway. And we'll take this moment then to tell you about what's coming up on a busy weekend. First tomorrow night, Pierre Governor Volleyball at the Riggs High Gym as they'll go for a 6-0 start. Isn't Tiffany Stosser's team playing great volleyball? It's the Sturgis Scoopers in town tomorrow night, 6:30 on River 92.7 and GoGovs Live on the River 92.7 page. Saturday afternoon, Spearfish Spartans come to the Riggs High Gym for more volleyball. That's 1 o'clock. And don't forget, Governor football is Saturday night at Hollister Field at Phil Trotner Stadium against Sturgis. Brian will have that one for you at 6:30. Brian will have volleyball action tomorrow night. We'll be with you for volleyball on Saturday. So check right here where you are for it all. Nathan Urshman couldn't quite control it. Alexander Jensen throwing it, intending it for Surratt. But back is Caden Thompson to bring it right back into touch. But Harrisburg in the offensive third in the first minute of this second half. But that cross, A. Hartz is able to keep it away from Alex Hofer without difficulty. A. Hartz has had to save both Harrisburg shots. Neither of them were really sterling chances, but he did have to stop them both. Peterson couldn't quite keep his balance, and this one is an easy handle for Josiah Hutton. Devin Flottmeyer for Caden Thompson. Now Derry. Harrisburg went to some physical play at times in the first half. We told you about the card at one point that was given to Taylor Hofer. Pierre has had some rushes. One tremendous chance by Peterson. Flottmeyer couldn't control, but neither could Alex Hofer. An extremely hazy early evening. We're looking, normally this would be very difficult to look to the west, but it is so hazy that the sun right now is not a bother at all. Ryland Dairy trying to be a bother for Harrisburg. The Governor, striker. But it finds Hutton for save number 5, off shot number 8. Thompson looks for his options, but Harrisburg in the way. Tigers really playing pretty tightly defensively so far. Petter Tomto will try to start it for the Govs, but that's denied by Taylor Hofer. Brewers couldn't send it far enough ahead. Schlickenmeyer. Off Brewers to Taylor Hofer again. Good speed here, and Hofer. They say the tackle was in time. Taylor tried to sell it a little bit, but it wasn't. It was a no sale. Now he's flat on his back still. And the officials are going to stop play. Hofer, now you can see he's up to a knee, but he's going to use a moment here to plead his case a little bit and say, look, I really got upended there. But the tackle was ruled to be in time, and we'll get things started again. And Amber Bryden is going to make sure that Hofer's all right, and he'll come out. So they're going to play with 10 men for the moment. Now he can come back as Harrisburg trying to defend, and once again, there is Hutton trying to corral a loose ball and does. Save number 6 for Hutton off of 9 Pierre shots, and another excellent chance for the Governors. But still haven't changed the scoreboard yet. Surratt. Now Alex Hofer. For Taylor Hofer, and sent it high and wide. The third shot for Harrisburg, the first one that Aharts has not had to save. Alex Hofer back on it again, and Aharts. Did he deflect that? I think they're going to say he did. Carson is trying to say, hey, I let that go, but yeah, I think we could see that it deflected off him. So the fourth shot for Harrisburg will lead to the second Tiger corner. But Aharts stops it immediately. And a confident distribution to Ryland Dairy. Bothered by Anthony Blommel. Brewers on the left flank. Once Dairy. Oh, but Oh, Seth Stanga. Well done to prevent that through ball from being extra dangerous. And again, some muscle by Harrisburg, keeping it away from the Governors. And they're going to end up with a foul, though, and a Pierre free kick. And a set piece do the job for Pierre. Peterson catching back up with it. But it's Blamo clearing it out. And then, ambitious try by Kaniga. Yes, that counts as a shot. That was his intention, number 10 for Pierre. Max Bates' try was run down by Jeremy Kaniga.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Alexander Jensen, it comes in front, and Ahart's had to keep away from a charging Alex Hofer. Taylor Hofer taking it away from Caden Morris. Now Harrisburg will have a throw. And once again, Ben Stratman right in front of us, anxious to come in, and now he can. He's perpetual motion, man. He wants in that match so badly, he's jumping around, but keeping himself loose. Nothing wrong with that. He replaces Cajun Surratt. No goals yet at the PILC soccer complex. We're in minute 48 of 80. And so far, Harrisburg, they've got to consider this pretty good so far. It'll be even better if they can put one in, and they'll try to attack again. But their keeper, Josiah Hutton, has been sharp with 6 saves. And they have defended aggressively and, for the most part, quite well. This try is too far on the through ball. Ahart's missed kick, but there to save it is Nathan Ershman. Marked well, and Max Bates takes it away. And Ershman, in fact, called for the push. So Harrisburg again looking for that one. The longer this goes, the better this Tiger team has to feel, but Ahart's is right there off of Stanga's long free kick try. But you can't blame Harrisburg for making that kind of play. Taylor Hofer for Alex Hofer, trying to start it again, trying for some space. Play on, they say. Wanting Peterson. And Cole catches up again in the corner. But Blamo, oh, nice play. Cut off the angle well of Cole Peterson. It does end up in a corner, but Anthony Blamo really did well there for Harrisburg. Ryland Dairy will start the 4th Pierre corner, and here comes what Harrisburg has to consider the pesky Jacoby LaRush. The 7th grader will come back in for Nathan Ershman. Again, in case you weren't with us earlier, LaRush thought he had one in the back of the net and did put it in the back of the net, but was barely offside. Alex Hofer tripped over the ball and then got upended. And this will go to Harrisburg. And Alex Hofer is in some difficulty. Some Harrisburg players and on a couple of occasion Pierre players have hit this grass surface at the PILC soccer complex pretty hard. Flottmeyer trying to control but can't. Still Pierre gains the throw in. LaRush. They want Derry, but it's Jensen instead. And it's Bates, but that kick too high. And watch Derry and Peterson go for the through ball. It's going to catch up to Derry. Trying to move in front and in. Ryland Derry just made the space for himself off that long free kick. And the Governors have broken on top in the second half. Minute 51, Ryland Derry, who saved the draw for the Governors in their last home match, opens the scoring here off the free kick. And Pierre finally able to capitalize after a lot of other chances today. That was their 11th shot. But it's in, and Pierre's in front, going for win number 5. Trying to extend their unbeaten streak to 3. It was Derry on one side and it was Peterson on the other side. It was going to go to one of those two. Those two with such good speed that the Harrisburg back four just could not keep up. And it's Derry with Peterson again. And this time Seth Stanka stays with it to force a Pierre throw in, but in the attacking third, and you know the Governors won't sit on it the way Harrisburg has at times defended not too badly today. But they've got to know, they've got to think, one can't be enough. Morris, but no problem there on the cross for Josiah Hutton. On the counter, Jensen for Harrisburg. Wants Stratman, but this race will be won instead by the hands of keeper Carson Aharts, but the whole thing's offside anyway. Morris, 2 in green. Derry. LaRush there, and Derry will control again. Past 52 minutes. Pierre's just taken the lead. Brewers. Blamo. Oh, another good play on defense by Anthony Blamo. Wanting Alex Hofer. Flottmeyer dishes instead to LaRush. The 7th grader. Keeping it alive for Caden Morris. Peter Tomta. Too long for Peterson. LaRush trying to, again, catch up with it, and his play forces a Pierre throw-in. Got to be asking the Butch Danceny and the Sun Kids kid question. Who is this guy? Well, he's just all over it. And sprinting hard. As quick as there is on this Governor team. The restart will be for Harrisburg, I believe. Yeah, they'll have the free kick off the Pierre foul. Again, trying that long free kick, but Kaniga to stop it. Derry sent it past Blamo. Ryan trying to catch up Ryland Camp as Taylor Hofer forces the throw in, but that's Derry. And he and Cole Peterson with those trademark long runs, they catch up to the ball most of the time they try to. Flottmeyer wants to find Peterson, just a little out of his reach as another ball has come onto the field for the moment. But Aaron Fable's going to go out there and take care of that before play has to stop. No problem. It was from the field behind us where the girls' JV game is going on. Varsity girls earlier, in case you weren't with us, Harrisburg won it 2-0 and deserved the victory there. They played defensively outstandingly, made the most of two great chances, and defeated the Governor girls for the second year in a row. Kira Swentz's team now 6-2, and we were talking to her earlier, and she just said, we'll learn from this, which I'm sure was the same outlook after the loss at Aberdeen Central. But Harrisburg, and not that the Pierre girls played badly, they really didn't. Harrisburg just played how Eric Christensen's teams do. They were outstanding today. Tomta taking a very hard fall on a late challenge from Alexander Jensen. And Peter is back up. They want Peterson here. And a collision there as the physical play returns. And Peterson just now up. He got up quickly. He doesn't want any help. He doesn't want to leave this field. But he took quite a knock there, the collision with, I believe, Taylor Hofer. And it ends in a Harrisburg goal kick. As Ivan Johnson, the freshman, will come back in to replace Ben Stratman. Ben's about 6 feet tall. Ivan Johnson is got to be no more than about 5 feet tall. Pierre on top. The 51st minute goal by Ryland Derry has put the Governors in front. They have 11 shots to Harrisburg's 4. Matthias Priebel. But instead it's Jensen. And look who's there again, Jacoby LaRoche. Then Alex Hofer stays with it nicely. Good run here. Looking maybe for Ivan Johnson in front. Well done there by Max Bates. Taylor Hofer denied, and the Governors clear to midfield. Look out for Peterson. Just took it away before anyone realized he was there. Who's going to win that foot race? Most of the time, Peterson can't get a good shot away, though. Yeah, Seth Stanga, they're giving him credit, and they should on the Harrisburg bench, for keeping up stride for stride with Cole Peterson. Easier said than done. Ivan Johnson took quite the spill, thanks to Jeremy Kaniga, and Harrisburg restarts with a free kick. Again, they try to bring it up about 15 feet, and the referee says it's got to go back here, right here, and it'll be Seth Stanga to do it. 59th minute, still over 21 minutes to play here at the PILC Soccer Complex, so nothing close to being decided yet. Again, that long one is in! Seth Stanga from midfield. An unbelievable free kick that fooled Carson Aharts to even the match at 1. Right after he made the defensive play to stop Cole Peterson on his run down the left flank, Now an unbelievable free kick to even the match. How about that? Wow. Well, that'll put you on your heels a little bit, but credit to Stanga. Just enough of the angle on it, and you can't blame Carson Ahart. Say he's not thinking it's going to come in, but boy, Stanga had some power on it from the midfield stripe, basically, a few yards in front of it. But goodness, that was something else. No foul, although Miguel Manriquez wanted it, but it will be a Pierre throw-in. Wow, 1-1, and one of the most picturesque goals you'll see all season by Seth Stanga. Ooh, Derry, a little bit of a slip, and that allows Harrisburg to come ahead, but the through ball's too far. And Cordell Schlickenmeyer will take it up. Boy, look at Ivan Johnson, though, trying to stay with it. In fact, I don't think Ivan Johnson's 5 feet tall, but it doesn't bother him in the least, does it? Too much for Derry, and Stanga, the goal scorer, will play it right back to his keeper, Josiah Hutton. Boy, there's some life for the Harrisburg Tigers after that incredible goal. But here comes Cole Peterson. Looking for number 14, but no, it's Josiah Hutton again. Josiah Hutton makes a second Sterling save. This one on the run by Peterson that Amber Bryden was trying to lobby and say, wasn't he offside? But the official said he wasn't. But Josiah Hutton again comes up more than large for Harrisburg. And the Tigers were in the last 20 minutes. They've evened the match. And, oh, another slip by, this time, the Governor defender Thompson. And unbelievably, another long one. This one is by Max Bates. On one that Carson Ahart probably feels he should have had. But in the 62nd minute, it is Bates. Not as long as Stanga's, but it counts just the same. And Harrisburg has rallied to take a 2-1 lead against what has to be, at the moment, a shocked Pierre Governor team. The amazing free kick by Stanga, and then that one was pretty good, too, by Max Bates. Wow. Amber Bryden able to handle that one. Should have been a keeper, she said. We told you, she club soccer in Bellefouche when she was a kid. She played with the boys. No girls club soccer at that time in that area. But she has made her mark as a good club coach in the Metro. And now running this Harrisburg Tiger team, and they're trying to stop a 6-match winless streak. They won their opener, but they've lost 3 and drawn 3 since. And now they have the lead in Pierre, and Matthias Preble took the worst of that. Anthony Plamo lets that go, and that'll mean a Harrisburg throw-in by Seth Stanga with one of the goals of the year in South Dakota high school soccer, without a doubt. Little Ivan Johnson, but Thompson outruns him. But then Ivan Johnson, with the encouragement of his teammates and coaches, plays it well again. Pierre can restart. Too far for Peterson. Now look, see how many players Harrisburg has back. Big collision there. Peterson, and once again, Taylor Hofer's in the middle of it. Remember, Hofer has a yellow, so he knows how careful he must be. You know this referee does not, and that was not worthy of a foul, I don't think. But, I mean, another yellow, and he would have been gone. But Pierre will have the free kick. It's for Derry. Pierre looking to equalize. Harrisburg with quite a rally on one really remarkable goal and one really good one. They're up 2-1. Ivan Johnson trying to race it down, but it's Jeremy Kaniga instead for Pierre. But then sent out, and Harrisburg can get this throw in and use a little bit more time. All the scoring in the second half. Ryland Derry for here in the 51st, but then Stanga on the unbelievable free kick from midfield in the 59th. And then Max Bates in the 62nd to put Harrisburg in front. And that was from about 30 yards or so. But, ooh, goodness me. Johnson down briefly, but now back up. And Briebel with hands on hips saying, oh, brother. And Ivan Johnson went down for a moment, but hey, he got right back up. I like this little guy. And his Harrisburg teammates and coaches do too. You can almost hide. But boy, you like the way he plays. Well, it's going to end up in a Harrisburg free kick in a pretty good spot. And just missing over the bar is Taylor Hofer. A great bend on that one. That would have been a big third goal for Harrisburg. It had Carson Ahart's beaten. Peterson in a maze of Harrisburg players. And Bates tried to win out, but the foul was called instead. Pierre down a goal. Still time to go here, but the Governors have been shocked by a great Harrisburg comeback. Stanga with a clear out. Flotmeyer. The opposing number 10, Taylor Hofer. Good one ahead. Good run on the right side for Surratt. It'll end in a Harrisburg throw-in. Wouldn't a third goal be huge for the Tigers at this point? They'll make a substitution. Alex Hofer returns for Taylor Hofer. Last time Harrisburg was here 2 years ago, a goalless draw, and we had that through the first 40 minutes today. And Pierre had the lead in minute 51 from Derry, but then Stanga and now Bates, 3 minutes apart. Briebel trying to clear it out. Jensen can run it down, however, for the Harrisburg Tigers. In front, off of Hofer. Rebound. Oh, and a great save. Hofer's try with a Carson Ahart's with his best save so far to keep it at 2-1. Hofer thought he had one for sure. Emery Johnson here. Pierre ahead, but too far, and Max Bates can control. And Harrisburg, especially since the incredible goal by Stanga, have really picked it up and almost had a third a moment ago. Aiden Asha will throw in for Harrisburg. Flotmeyer in the way of it. But it'll end in a Pierre goal kick and a little bit of a breather for a team that's been put back on its heels. KC Brewers comes back into the Governor lineup. And spunky little Jacoby LaRush, who's just caused a few problems here today. from the opponent's point of view, will come to the bench. '69th minute, a little more than 11 to go at the PILC Soccer Complex as Ryland Dairy trying for a run for the Governors. Knocked out, but it'll end in a Pierre throw-in. I'm David Burrell. Thank you for joining us. Pierre led 1-0 off Ryland Dairy in the 51st minute. But Seth Stanga in the 59th, Max Bates in the 62nd have brought Harrisburg back, and the Tigers lead 2-1. After Pierre really had the run of play in the first half, but it's been Harrisburg in the last 6 minutes or so, especially since that astounding goal by Stanga. Caden Thompson ahead for Preble. But Bates is there. Bates again from Alex Hofer. Once Alex. Good run on the right side, but this one is knocked down by Aharts. Cajun Surratt with a good opportunity in the 8th Harrisburg shot. Pierre with a shot advantage, 12-8. On the other end, Peterson trying to catch up. And ending up having to make the sliding tackle was the keeper, Hutton. But off of Josiah to end in a Pierre corner, which will be number 5 for them in this match as they look for the equalizer. Derry trying to chase it down. Does. And too much on that. But Peterson can save it. Just too much traffic to send it in front, although Pierre will end up with a throw-in and still the opportunity. Down a goal. Wow, what a match this has turned into here in this second half, and what a comeback by Harrisburg. They want Ivan Johnson. Had it for a moment. Now Schlickenmeyer plays it back to Aharts. Pierre again trying for a quick run. Thompson can't control it. Emery Johnson does for Alex Jensen. And having to run upon that is Aharts before Ivan Johnson again trying to bother him. So these two youngsters, Johnson for Harrisburg, Jacoby LaRush when he was in there for Pierre, have been all over the place. Here's Peterson in the midfield looking for Preble, but Blamo, who's made some good defensive plays, just made another one. Derry for Preble. Trying to deal with Blamo, but cut off. It'll be for a corner, I believe, or not. Nope. It'll be a goal kick. And Taylor Hofer, who's been waiting for a little bit, can come back in for Harrisburg for Blamo. And again, how well he's done defensively. Stephen Blanchette, the freshman, has come back into the Pierre lineup, incidentally, 15 in green. A comeback by the Harrisburg Tigers has given the visitors a 2-1 lead. We are now in the 73rd minute, nearly the 74th at the PILC Soccer Complex, just over 7 minutes from time. Blanchette taken away by Jensen. Caden Thompson making the call, and he was actually correct. For Derry, but Bates is there. Now Derry's there again. Ryland, but well marked. Boy, the whole match changed on Stanga's unbelievable goal. Harrisburg was trying to make chances before that, but boy, when Stanga scored from just inside midfield stripe with that unbelievable free kick, well, that was the equalizer, and then Bates put him ahead 3 minutes later. And Harrisburg has been, really from the first part of this second half, they've been more aggressive, but especially since that Stanga goal really turned things around. Pierce still has time. They're down a goal. Now it's Caden Morris that has to keep it away from Ivan Johnson. And Flottmeyer is bothered here by Max Bates, who had put Harrisburg in front. Aharts keeps it away from Ivan Johnson. Preba will try to handle it. Matthias overran it. Jensen is able to take it away then. Schlickenmeyer for Peterson. Under 6 minutes to go now. Peterson. They're trying to cut him off. Sent for Preble in front, but nothing doing. Sent back in and looking for Derry. And Surratt sent flying, but play on. Blanchette had it taken away, and Pierre has to retreat to their own end. Harrisburg 2, Pierre 1. Minute 76, almost in fact to the 77th minute. Just over 4 minutes to play. Good run, right side, Caden Thompson. And they had to head it out. Pierre will have corner number 6 as they try to tie it up in the last 4 minutes here at the PILC Soccer Complex. And that one off the side of the goal on Thompson's corner try. So Harrisburg with the goal kick again. And they're able to bring William Schlatter back in. For Ivan Johnson, who gets an ovation, and deservedly so, from his teammates and the Harrisburg coaches. Really bothering the Governors. Harrisburg trying to hang on for what would be a pretty amazing comeback win. The equalizer was one of the most stunning goals you'll ever see. Preble trying to take advantage off a missed kick by Stanga. Preble couldn't control it, though. It'll end up in a throw-in for Pierre. Stanga was the one who scored that remarkable free kick goal off the restart. It is Gary Olfell, but is able somehow to stay with it for a moment before Alex Hofer took it away. And they'll just clear it for another Pierre throw-in. They'll restart quickly, trying to keep Harrisburg on the defensive. And Bates clears it out. Look how far Aharts comes up. Pierre being more aggressive in the last couple of minutes. They have to be either down a goal. Peterson. Just under 3 minutes left. Harrisburg, who had been on their heels, has now put Pierre on their heels in this second half, up 2-1. Another throw, but Harrisburg marking tightly, trying to hang on here for what would be a pretty good win. They have not won in nearly a month. Their first match of the season, a 3-0 home win over Mitchell. That's the only one they've won so far. They're 1-3-3. Emery Johnson, staying with it well, avoiding Caden Morris. Sent deeper, looking for Schlatter. Schlickenmeyer must retreat. Just under 2 minutes to play now at the PILC Soccer Complex. Max Bates, who put Harrisburg in front in the 62nd minute. Too far. Aharts will distribute it quickly. Derry, nearly taken away by Jensen, but Derry sends it ahead for Peterson. He is onside. Can he catch up? Yes, but it's right to Hutton for his 8th save. And I think 4 of them have been off shots of Cole Peterson. As we near the last minute, Harrisburg trying to hang on. Jensen for Schlatter. Just put it at the net. That's just fine for Harrisburg now. We're down to the last 40 seconds. Taylor Hofer. It's into touch. It's a Pierre throw. They've got to hustle now. Down a goal in the last 30 seconds. Trying to save, realistically, a draw here with a scrappy Harrisburg team who's had quite a comeback, but they'll control it. And more time off. Ahart's trying to come ahead. He has to now. They may send him all the way ahead if they can. For Thompson, but stopped by Ryan Barron as the match ends. And the Harrisburg Tigers, with an amazing second half comeback, have knocked off the Pierre Governors. And a little bit of a tussle there at the finish, but Harrisburg will walk off the field elated, and deservedly so. After Pierre had controlled the play in the first half and taken the lead off Ryland Derry in the 51st minute, and then the whole match changed. Seth Stanga, about 8 feet beyond the midfield stripe in the Pierre end, off a free kick, put it in to tie it in the 59th minute. 3 minutes later, it was Max Bates for the eventual winner for the Harrisburg Tigers. Pierre outshot Harrisburg 13-8, but 8 saves. Another big man in this match, Josiah Hutton, in net for the Harrisburg Tigers. And the Pierre Governors, with what has to be for them a disappointing loss. They go to Brandon Valley on Saturday now with a record of 4-3-1. Governor Girls lost today, too, also to Harrisburg. That was 2-0. Our next soccer action here on GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com will be on Tuesday, September 21st, when Yankton comes to the PILC Soccer Complex. Girls first at 4 that day, boys at 6. Don't forget, this weekend, tomorrow night, Governor Volleyball against Sturgis. That's at 6:30. Right here also on River 92.7 with Brian. We'll be with you Saturday afternoon at 1 for Governor Volleyball against Spearfish. And then Brian's back with Governor Football against Sturgis Saturday night at 6:30. Our thanks to Pierre Athletic Director Brian Mosier and to Mr. Caleb Brozib for providing the pictures. I'm David Burrow. What a day for the Harrisburg Tigers. They pick up 2 wins, 2-0 for the Tiger Girls over Pierre, and then what a comeback win for the Harrisburg boys, 2-1 over Pierre. Thank you for watching. Good evening from the PILC Soccer Complex.